Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 12th to the 18th. This is for Aries and Aries rising, and we are going to jump right into it. It's a loaded week. You're going to feel it. Aries, you're going to feel this. One of the reasons why is because we kick it off on the 12th with Mars moving into Aquarius. Mars, your ruling planet, moving into Aquarius, which rules your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and your dreams. So how fitting is this? Is because that is what Aquarius is. Aquarius rules the 11th house, right? So it is all about being future forward, thinking about your future and having a vision for yourself. Aquarius is the visionary, right? So really taking action toward your future and really setting up this, being very visionary, of course, but also like tapping into that Aquarius energy that lives inside you, that independent energy, even like a little bit of like that rebellious energy, but this innovative energy as well. And again, like Aquarius is such an mental sign, like this air sign, and it is all about the future. So I really love this. Mars will be in Aquarius all month long. Okay, so take advantage of this. The 11th house is also your friendships, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. So there could be a lot of activity there. All right, there could be a lot of activity there, and it is something where you really, in terms of friendships as well, like that may be something that surfaces now. But in a good way, like you may have some really great, intense, deep conversations and, deep moments with friendships and groups you belong to, like, the chocolate ice cream club of Idaho. What you do, you Aries, you do you. Now, on the 13th, two big aspects happening, okay? Venus sextiling Neptune and Mars conjuncting Pluto. The first, Venus sextiling Neptune. Absolutely love this. Okay, absolutely love this. We know Venus is all about love and romance. It's happening, relationships. It's happening the day before Valentine's Day. You will feel it, on Valentine's Day, right? This is a nice, harmonious, aspect that's happening here. Almost very dreamy, but very romantic. Now, as I said in your monthly forecast, Aries, it doesn't have to be relationships. If you're not here for relationships, it can be, you feeling romantic toward things that you're passionate about. It really, again, thinking about what inspires you, what moves you at this time. You will likely feel very moved around this time because Neptune is imagination and compassion, and Neptune is in Pisces, and that is your 12th house, and so there's a lot going on here for you. Now, on the same day, Mars is conjuncting Pluto. Now, we know this is powerful. This is a conjunction where they are so close to each other. These two planets, two powerful planets, your ruling planet with the planet of power, okay, and transformation and empowerment. It is go time. It is me time. It's all about you, Aries. It's all about you taking action. There's this big charge about Mars conjuncting Pluto. So make this your own. Really make this your own. Remember, speaking of power, by the way, this is known to be, if you are here for relationships, this is known to be, a highly sexually charged, like your sex drive, okay? We'll leave it at that. But it also can be, Mars is aggressive, right? So Mars, where did Mars come from? It's Aries, right? Aries, where did Aries come from? Aries, the god of war. So Mars can be really aggressive. And so there can be some egos at play. There can be this huge hunger for power right now as well. And there, even like power struggles, there could be like, come at me, bro energy around this time. But this is a time for you to use this to your advantage. Tap into your inner warrior, okay? This is your ruling planet, right? Mars. So also being very diplomatic. Remember, Venus is sextiling Neptune this day too. So it's how you use this energy. It is going to be very powerful. You are going to feel it. It's going to have the same effect as Ethan Hawke standing on, the desk at the end of Dead Poet Society saying, "Oh, Captain, my Captain," right? This is like that kind of moment, big influence, big impact, really like, standing up for what you believe in taking charge, like making your voice heard. Aries, use it. Use this energy, okay? Again, it is a powerful aspect. I want you to keep that in mind. Just to give you an example, I recently had a friend, by the way, way, like he was like fishing for an argument. All right. So I could have like fallen in for that trap and like had an argument with him, but I wanted to hold that power. Hold your power, okay? And so I was very diplomatic in the way that I responded. And, you know, eventually, it's funny enough, 2 days later, he actually apologized because he was aware of what he was doing. But just, you know, again, it is going to be, like I said, like maybe some power struggles could happen, but it is such a highly charged aspect, and it is two of the most powerful planets. So definitely keep that in mind. It is going to spill over into Valentine's Day. If you celebrate that on the 14th, really great aspect, by the way, on the 14th with the moon in Taurus conjuncting Jupiter. Now, don't forget with the moon in Taurus, Venus is really active, right? And Venus is Taurus's ruling planet, and it just happens that, you know, Jupiter is in Taurus right now, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So there's like this element of fun and adventure, and I absolutely love it. Jupiter's all about good luck too, so keep that in mind. Now, on the 16th, Mercury will square Uranus. I'm bringing this up because remember last week the Sun was squaring Uranus, and you may still be feeling that. All right, and so Uranus is in your second house of finances and money and your salary, but also self-worth, confidence, material, your material world. So there could be some like material items at play here that is something surprising around it. But listen, this is Mercury we're talking about. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was maybe something that happened with a friend or a group you belong to, organization you belong to. Remember, Mercury is in Aquarius. Uranus is a ruling planet for Aquarius, but it could even be like maybe a friend owes you money and it turns into this big thing. Even still, just, stay frosty, be cool. All right. Hold on to your power and use it, as a force of good. Now, with Mercury squaring Uranus, definitely do not sign contracts this day. Mark that in your calendar. If a contract comes up, do not sign it. Also be very careful with how you communicate. Right? Uranus is all about surprises here. All right. So you could, lash out and remember that because there's such powerful energy behind what's happening here. But it may not be you. It's like you could be on the other end, like I was with my friend, or you could hear surprising news that comes your way. So just be prepared. Something may happen. It all depends on your chart. And obviously all these aspects will, affect Aries rising a lot more than Aries, but all Aries will feel this. Now, on that same day, on the 15th, Venus will move into Aquarius. This is very free-spirited energy. There's a lot of like Venus in Aquarius is like very intellectual connection. You're definitely going to have, remember Mercury is in Aquarius. So you're going to have a lot of fun with it. There's with Venus, obviously like this flirty energy as well, but Venus does rule like money as well. So that could be a big thing that's happening for you. Venus does rule beauty. As we know, Venus rules like romance and sex. But at this point, you see that we have the Sun, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Pluto in Aquarius. A lot of Aquarius energy. Again, that is your hopes and wishes, your future hopes and wishes. Put energy toward that, okay? Take action toward that. And remember also groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, even social media could be a big thing for you now. Now, on the 17th, this is when we have Venus conjuncting Pluto. Oh my goodness. This is sex, basically. This is like that deep, intense level of sensuality, sexuality, romance. Remember, like I said last week, Pluto brings that depth. But this is like honestly really having like this intense desire toward your passions. Okay, you will definitely feel this aspect. There's a lot of karmic activity as well as like even like kismet. Like I really. This is such a powerful day. It can go any way. It can be very like, Leo and Kate at the helm of the boat, or it can go 50 Shades of Grey. It's like, remember, it's how you use this power that's being gifted to you. But again, if you're not here for love or romance, remember Venus does rule money. And, there is even like a social aspect here. There's something just really hypnotic around this day that I really, really love. But you will feel that, if you're single, oh my goodness. This is a week you better, start swiping right on Tinder. Do what you need to do to take advantage of this day. I mean, this is really, really nice. And then on the 18th, we move into Pisces season. Okay, the sun moves into Pisces, and we will talk about that next week. But a lot of activity with your social network, groups you belong to, your communities, friendships, best friend energy, but also your hopes and wishes and dreams, and money. Money's a big thing for you, especially with all these aspects that are happening with Taurus and Uranus as well. But let's do it. All right, Aries, let's get started. See what's going on for you for February 12th to the 18th. Again, if for Aries and Aries rising, if you do want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other aspects and placements, if you know your birth chart, you are absolutely welcome to. So Aries, let's get started. Let's do it. February 12th to the 18th. Aries, did I even take a breath? I mean, that's a lot happening this week. This is a big month, and I hope that you're excited. This is a lot of things that are happening now. By the way, Aries, are leading up to next month, your birthday season, to that huge Libra full moon, the eclipse. I mean, there's a lot happening. And you're good. You're good. You may not feel it. And I think, and you do have to take action. That is the biggest message coming through, but you're good. You need to take action. You need to start moving forward. Okay. And I'm not saying none of y'all are, but look at what's happening with your spread. Let's get to it. You got the King of Cups. I love this for you. This is really nice. You are going through this transformative experience. I'm getting a lot of emotional experience here, especially, I know I got an order. I'm going to just show you now. You got the Ace of Cups too. So you got the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So a lot of emotions here, a lot of feelings here. Even like, again, that depth. There's this depth to your emotions, to even like how you feel toward like sensuality and passion and the things that you're passionate about. But I love the King of Cups showing up in your past, because there is this element of like you reaching this stage of like emotional stability, even a lot of like intuitive energy. A lot of y'all could be feeling that right now. You are going through some transformations. In fact, the King of Cups is Scorpio, which does rule your 8th house of transformation, death, and rebirth. This is a big month of rebirth, by the way. You need death for rebirth, right? So new cycles, like this new you coming about. But I love this energy. A lot of intuitive energy, like I mentioned, and you may even feel a lot of that, with Venus sextiling Neptune on the 13th. But even still, you did get the 5 of Pentacles, okay? And the heart of your spread. Now, this is in the heart of your spread for this week, all right? So there is going to be a little bit of like, you may feel, remember I said Mercury will be squaring Uranus. You're still feeling the sun squaring Uranus. Uranus is in your 2nd house of finances, money. There could be some pressure that you feel. Some of y'all may possibly have an ending to something like a job or career. You may feel maybe low energy frequencies with that, because this card, sure, it's dark, right? It's at night, but it's also snowing, and these two people are not wearing any shoes. So it is cold and dark. So this is not like the best card. It's a challenge card. It's a conflict card. However, look at them. They're literally outside a church. Literally outside a church, where you see the pentacles in the shape of an anchor, the anchor of hope. So all you have to do this week is look up, okay? If there is something, I get a feeling that something's holding you back, okay? So there may be something holding you back. It could be a partner. There could be, again, with all this energy in your 11th house, it could be a friend. It could be a friendship. It could be a group you belong to, organization, or whatnot. But there could be something where it's not making you feel that you're at your best, all right? But there is a way to get out of this, and you see, once you do, you're going to be fine. You're going to be really, really good. But it's working with these energies now, knowing that there is promise laying ahead, knowing that things are going to like turn out great, knowing that should anything happen, like, losing a friendship or even a job, it is Pentacles or something that has to do with money, finances. Remember, this is Pentacles, money and wealth. Uranus being in Taurus, squaring, the sun and Mercury, where there could be some things that have to do with finances for you this week, where it may not be what you had expected. You have to move forward, okay? It's not about looking back. If something does happen, never look back to the past. Always look forward to what you're going to gain, okay? So don't focus on any losses. it's a matter of like learning from it and making it, again, with all these Pluto aspects, which are very powerful. It's all about transformation, right? So transforming yourself as well. All right. So this is the reason why I'm harping on this is because you also got the Knight of Pentacles in your challenge area. And so, yeah, there may be something that has to do with money or wealth or, something in your material world. Like someone could, take your, ice cream cart and you're just like, what? Like now, how am I going to make money? Right. So there is going to be a little bit of that. But with the Knight of Pentacles here, this is someone who is all about stability and seeing things grow, and he's in it for the long haul and taking action. Knights are all about action, right? So there is a sense of like something that may happen where it brings a little bit of instability, all right? And you may feel a little bit of that. But with that being said, it's how you find that stability again. And it is something that I feel, looking at your entire spread here, may be a thing. Okay. Remember, if you're not here for money and wealth, pentacles are your physical world. Okay. It can be like maybe you have a falling out with like like your best friend or whatnot, and or maybe even a relationship doesn't work out, or there's something there, right? But nothing's forever for that. You never know. Like you can make up like next week, and it's just a matter of like not staying in this low frequency energy. That's all it is, and finding that stability and that motivation to keep moving forward, especially with the Knight of Pentacles in your challenge area. Now, you do have the Ace of Cups in your crown, okay? Ace of Cups, we call this like the holy grail of tarot, the heart of tarot, all right? This is all your senses completely. You see all the streams overflowing from the chalice, right? This is definitely a big thing that's happening here. It's all about something new, right? Aces bring in that new change, new opportunities, cups, emotions. Remember, we're coming after the King of Cups here. So there is a sense of like this, it's almost like you want this new emotional rebirth. And there is, there's a lot of sunlight at the end of the tunnel, okay? But before we even get there, this is really nice. So I really want you to hold on to that as well, all right? So a lot of y'all may have started something new in terms of relationships. There is the sense of, and it can be career as well, all right? Even friendship, again, friends, like a big thing that's happening not only this week, but the month. Now, you did get the Four of Pentacles. So here again is that message of stability. All right. This four is all about order. It's all about, think about four legs of a table. Okay. Stability, right? Now, money and wealth. All right. So there is a sense of there's likely something that is going to have an impact on you when it comes to money, finances, wealth, all right, or even financial security, things like that, things that may be on your mind more than it has been in the past, all right? But with the Four of Pentacles being in the root of your spread, this card is attributed to Sun in Capricorn, all right? That does rule your 10th house of career. And so some of y'all may have a big shift or a big focus or putting all your passions toward your career, toward money, finances. But again, at the end of the day, it is that stability, all right? The foundations of your life as well. Keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind. But there is a sense of something that it's almost like you're dreaming for something new. And it looks like you're going to get it, okay? So that's why I'm saying take that action, especially with the Knight of Pentacles in your challenge area, challenging the Five of Pentacles, all right? So take that action moving forward. Should anything, happen, and Uranus is very active, and it's not just Uranus, it's your ruling planet being very aggressive and having these conjunctions with the planet of power. 2 of them this week, 2 conjunctions with Pluto. This is a powerful week, but you got the star in your future. Now, this is absolutely amazing. The star, I mean, this is like healing. This is growth. This is fertility. This is your hopes and wishes. This is the stars aligning for you. This star is actually ruled by Aquarius, okay? It's attributed to Aquarius. Remember what I said. All these planets in Aquarius right now in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So everything, it's almost like if anything happens, it was meant to happen. And so you don't want to hold on to any of that energy like, oh no, like, look forward to what you're going to gain now. You're going to gain a lot. I want to show you something here too. You see that, there's 8 stars, okay? You see they're all 8 pointed. You see the card is 17, 1, 7 equals 8. So all of this referencing the strength card, card 8. Also, 2024, the year of 8, okay? Wealth, abundance, prosperity. You're good. You're good. All right, you're good. Hold on to that emotional energy for sure. This is such an interesting spread. All right, very interesting because you see, you didn't get any wands here, or what am I missing? Swords. You didn't get any wands, so definitely money, wealth, like your physical world, foundations of your life related with a lot of like emotional stability like happening as well. So honestly, it's really, there's going to be some powerful moments that happen this week, and it's you adjusting to them. Okay, use that power to your advantage. Carpe diem. Stand on that desk. Oh, captain, my captain. Let's get to your stuff. Aries, y'all, your birthday's coming up. Aries, if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on, Aries. There's so many big changes happening in your life. You know the North Node moved into your sign too. All right, it's going to be there all year long. That's your destiny. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I am truly grateful. I'm really, really grateful. I really do appreciate it. Now, you're going to be fine. You're good. You're good. You're definitely going to have a moment. That is clear with a 5 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. Okay. And 5s are challenge. They're, even conflict. Remember I said your ruling planet can be really aggressive, and Mars moves into Aquarius on the 12th. Okay. Venus doesn't move into Aquarius until the 14th. So Mars is kind of like wild for the first few days, right? Until Venus comes in and balances things out. And Venus and Mars, like 2 very different planets, very opposite, but opposites attract. And so, but there is, let me just keep going because this is very interesting. You have a very interesting spread, Aries, and it is one that I'm going to say very rare. Look at all these, you got these 3 major arcanas and another pentacle. So entire spread, no wands, no swords. All right. So put some thought into a lot of things this week. I know that you will already with all this energy that's happening in Aquarius with such a mental sign, but use it. All right. Use that power. All right. And feel that passion, especially with that Knight of Pentacles in your challenge area with the 5 of Pentacles in your, the heart of your spread. Open up. All right. Open up. And you've got judgment. All right. So it is clear as day that there is this sense of like, this card is all about like having this spiritual awakening, this wake up call, this rebirth. All right. Rebirth. You see the archangel here blowing the trumpet. The dead are rising. The dead are gray. Okay. Gray in tarot is wisdom. But now, because of that blowing of the trumpet, they are seeking this meaningful life experience here of awakened. Okay. Again, that Dead Poet Society, like, the whole movie was like, it's like these kids in this school that it's, adhering to tradition, right? The entire time. But then, the teacher comes in and makes them to like think for themselves and do things take action. And, that guy went out and asked that girl on the date, and that guy did this and that. And anyway, you get what I'm saying. Now you got the 2 of Pentacles in your external factors area. So there is going to be something that is you may have to make a decision. Okay. You may have to make a decision this week. It seems like there's a lot going on in your mind, or will this week with money, wealth, financial security, financial stability, even just stability. Again, if you are literally like the king of Norway watching this video and that like I've got gold bars, literally like, I eat them for breakfast, then what else you got, Jimmy? Then it is like that sense of self-worth and self-value and the value you bring I can't even talk. The value that you bring to things in your life. All right. So, but even still, again, all major arcanas, 2 cups, all pentacles. So money and wealth, your physical world, big thing this week, but 2 of Pentacles here. This is really just coming together, making things come together now. All right. So maybe prioritizing one thing over the other. All right. If you feel that you're taking on too much, maybe even multitasking, but there is a sense of like, you can't do this forever. Like now I've got to make a decision, even if it's just letting something go. So you do have that balance. Okay. Again, maybe something with career here, because, this is a Taurus card. All right. Now you've got these two Capricorn cards. So these are touching upon your 10th house of career and your second house of, again, salary and income. So maybe there is some movement here with that. But if you're not here for that, remember a lot of just your passions with what's happening this week, okay? And this charge about you and your identity, and also moving forward with your thoughts and the vision and future that you have for yourself. The Chariot, that's all you want. Okay, you got the Chariot. So it is, almost clear as day here. The Chariot is, there is this newness with him too, this freshness, this renewal. He even holds the magician's baton that you see in the first card, right? The power to manifest whatever you want. He's not even holding on to the reins. So this is all about willpower, right? If he's not holding on to the reins, how is he controlling those two sphinxes, okay, of duality with his mind? It's all about your mindset. It's moving forward. All right. So you and then Temperance. In your final outcome, I mean, you've got two archangels here, okay? I mean, you're going to be fine. Temperance in your final outcome is just saying you're going to be fine. You have to believe it. You have to have faith in the universe. You have to have faith in yourself. You cannot question anything. There may be something that is, for some Aries, it's like, whoa, I didn't expect that. For some Aries, it may be a little bit more jarring and like, whoa, I did not expect that. But Temperance, in your final outcome, Temperance literally means self-restraint, right? So it is saying that any energy you exert toward frustrations or anxiety or low energy frequencies, it's almost like, why am I doing this? When was the last time worrying or stressing did anything for me at all? Did it move anything forward for me? Did it move the needle? No, it didn't. So this is saying you're taken care of. You need to now believe it, okay? You have an archangel. You have Temperance in your final outcome, which is all about that balance, okay? Mind, body, spirit, too. It doesn't have to be your physical world. Mind, body, spirit, knowing that you have a path. You have a vision. There is this path to enlightenment. You will get there. You just have to believe it, all right? And it will happen. You just have to move forward from something that where you feel maybe a little like, where you feel like it may be challenging, okay? You're going to be absolutely fine, okay? Again, you got the star in your future and Temperance in your final outcome. But there is, a little bit of juggling this week. He is a juggler, by the way, but a little bit of juggling. But there is, again, this sense of like renewal, refresh, rebirth. Like there is instability to come with that. All right? Aries, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. And oh my gosh, your birthday's coming up so soon, in a month. How crazy is it that we're already like in February 12th? Next week, by the way, Aries is the big one. Well, it's big. We'll talk about it next week. But Venus conjuncting Mars, come on. You know what happens when those two planets get together. And then we have a full moon in Virgo. There you go. We'll talk about that. This is a big one. That's a big one. We'll talk about that next week. Aries, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.